Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on to my next episode here, and I'm opening it with killing a pig who didn't drop any bacon. That's unfortunate. Um, so yeah, I actually spent probably upwards of an hour since the last episode that I didn't bother making you guys watch. I got a couple stacks of trees. You can actually see over there I've cleared out a lot of the trees that were there, other than the birch ones. I'm leaving them for now, just because I figure I can use that white wood later on for, um, some sort of decorative type thing. And okay, I do have a workbench over here. And I also dug up a pretty big area. I'll show you in a little bit. Um, but basically, where I was starting to dig underground, that little cave I had found that I kind of opened up a bit, I ended up going into it and clearing out a huge space and actually turned it into like a quarry style mine, where it's just like I think it's an 8 by 8 square that I've made that's just pretty much open to the surface at this point, down as far as the bottom of that cave. Oh, there we go. But that way I figure it's an easy way of getting just basic stone. Obviously I'm not going to find too much in the way of anything else that way until I start getting down deep enough that I might find anything else. But for now, at least, that's good enough. And it should allow me to get a good amount of stone pretty quickly. I ended up going through, I don't know, about three and a half picks worth of mining to clear that whole thing out and pick it all up. So that should have me set, at least for a little while, between all the wood I got and all the stone I got. I mean, I immediately turned a good share of the stone into a little more than a stack of stairs so that I can continue working on this roof here. But that should be good enough. Oh, and I fought a whole bunch of mobs too in the way. It's been, I don't know, about 2 days, 3 days in Minecraft time. So there were a whole bunch of monsters and stuff. I kept intentionally staying up, like not sleeping as soon as it was getting dark, so that it would spawn a whole bunch of mobs, and then I would sleep, and then in the morning that would leave me with a whole bunch of monsters that would either die on their own or that I could kill. So I've got several creepers that I took out and a bunch of spiders. Oh, that was one thing. I took out enough spiders that I was finally able to make a bow. So that's always kind of cool. Whoops, crap. That's a waste of a bunch of wood, but oh well. Yeah, so I've got a whole bunch of little ingredients now. I've got a couple of spider's eyes, a little pile of gunpowder. So I'm sure those will come in handy later on. Oh, hey, there's like a whole pile of pumpkins over there. I should go get some of those in a little while. Maybe start doing a little pumpkin farming as well as other things. Pumpkin's not as useful as melon because you can't actually eat it, but it's still nice to have pumpkins because you can use them for decorative purposes and jack-o'-lanterns and stuff, and those are always cool. Well, I think that's as high as I'll go because it's pretty darn tall at this point. I'm trying to think of how high it should be. I said I wanted to put an office under like one end of it. Yeah, it should be good enough. I'll just flatten it across the top now, because I can always go back and change it later if I decide I don't like it. So yeah, I've basically turned that area over there into just birch trees for a little bit of a distance at least, and a quarry mine, which I haven't put any sort of stairs or anything onto it. I guess I'm still using the, at least for now, I'm still using the entrance to the cave as the actual entrance to the mine. So that should work out, at least for the time being. I put like a beam in there just so that it, because I'm supposed to put beams if I'm making my own mine. I figure it fits better with the rules of the challenge. And it just made it look a little nicer, rather than just having plain stone. I'm so gonna end up falling off this roof at some point. Well, yeah, so this will be primarily what this episode's about, is finishing up this town hall building. I think I should be able to get it done in 20 minutes or so, or at least darn close. If I can't quite finish it up, then be the beginning of the next session, at which point we'll be able to move on to the Iron Age, I think. Because, part of finishing that up is going to be building the treasure. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess I won't be able to finish it in one session because I forgot that I had said I wanted to build the treasury underground, so I'm going to have to spend some time actually digging it out. And then, can I quite? No, can't quite reach that yet. I have to spend some time digging it out and making it into a room down there. I knew I was going to end up doing that. I guess I should eat something even if it's going to be wasting some of the hunger, because I don't want to be that injured all the time. Okay, right back up. Now I should be able to reach across. There we go. I also gathered up a little sand. I mean, I don't have access to a lot of it out here. I just dug up a little bit that was on the edges of the river and stuff. Enough to make, I don't know, a little less than 30 blocks. I've got it on me. 27 blocks of glass. I'm not entirely sure what I'll do with it. I think I might want to cover the roof of the quarry. Like, I might build a little sunroof type thing, just so that I don't have a ton of monsters falling down into it at night. And it'll help, that way it'll still stay lit during the day. But hopefully I won't have to worry about dealing with quite as much crap when it's dark out. Because it doesn't matter how well I light it up if there's a way for monsters to just fall in from above. So I'll put these here. Oops. There. That at least opens that up. And I think I need to put a few more torches in here because it's kind of dark and I'd rather not have monsters spawning inside the town hall. I'll end up putting like chandelier type things up in a little bit when I get a chance. Like once I get I gotta fix those holes and stuff like that. And I think I'll do the meeting area like here. So I'll put in some, not pews, but like benches. Let me fix the floor first. And then the office I have to put in will be up above here. I'll put it up there, like, toward the eaves. With a balcony overlooking into the meeting room. And then underneath the balcony, I'll put the stairs down into the treasury. Put down some flooring. Man, I thought that all the wood that I had dug out, I figured 2 full stacks was going to be plenty for, enough to do an episode, but apparently not. So I may end up having to cut at some point just so that I can go and do some more logging. I know one of the things that I need to do is make a full set of tools and a few other odds and ends of things. I need some stacks of food to go in the chest for the treasury as part of completing it. So I still do have a decent amount of work to do with this before I can actually consider it complete. I've said it in the past, but if you have any particular ideas for things I could do to make this more interesting, or um, stuff that is of absolutely no interest, so you'd rather I didn't actually show it to you, then feel free to let me know in the comments, or 2 shovels, because I still got quite a bit to dig out here. Just feel free to let me know in the comments or send me a message, whatever. That's one thing I will make sure to do, at least now in the beginning. I mean, I know I'm really small. I've only got a couple... Oh, crap. Didn't realize it had gotten dark outside. And there goes my sword. Obviously I'm really small for a channel at this point. I've only got a few videos, and I'm sure there really isn't much of anybody watching me. But I'm more than willing to take on advice, and I will do my darndest to respond to people if anybody does try to give me some helpful hints or whatever. I've watched a lot of Let's Plays. People like Kevin and C-Nanners that I enjoyed watching. I think X was actually the first guy that I watched do a Let's Play. It just happened to be the first thing I found when I first got into the game, and I had a lot of fun watching it. And then through him, found other ones or went looking for other ones, and I found several that were a lot of fun to watch. So I'm attempting to emulate some of them, and, I don't know how successful I'm being, but I'm at least giving it a shot. And maybe it'll get more interesting just as I move on into the next age and start building some different things. Okay, I think I'm going to take another small break and do some more logging, because I'm down to not much wood. I won't be able to finish that with this, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. I did an axe worth of logging, and actually got attacked by a creeper while I was out there, and found out that I was being very, very stupid, and I was backpedaling away from the creeper so that it didn't blow up in my face, and found out the hard way that whoops, you shouldn't leave an open quarry right where you're going to try to fight anything. That was probably one of the stupidest things I've ever done. I ended up falling in. It was like, I don't know, 8 or 10 blocks down. Oh, Mr. Spider. So it took out about half my health. Didn't let the creeper get me, but it was still just really abysmally stupid. So I ended up spending some of the wood that I had gotten in order to make some fencing and put it around the mouth of the quarry. So hopefully that won't happen again. But yeah, that was really, really dumb. And I honestly should have thought about it ahead of time, but just didn't for some reason. Didn't occur to me. 1, 2, and 4. Okay. Now, I guess I'll do it one more layer out, and then I'm gonna put fencing up along this to act as, like balcony railing or whatever. And then I have to build the little office area. And I need to fill this in as well. It was dumb. Yeah, it's nighttime, so there's lots of monster noises out at the moment, but I'm not too terribly worried about it, because it's fairly light inside, so there's nothing spawning in here. Let's see, I'll put a torch there. The other thing, I keep hearing zombie noises underneath, I think, even when it's light out, so I have a feeling that I've built this thing on top of a cave of some sort, and that there's very likely zombies down below. Okay, so I think I'll put the office, like, right here. That should be good enough out. I'll get one more chunk of More chunk of fencing for right there. And I actually think I'll make this into a nice big window. And I'll fill in this back wall since, oops, you won't be able to stand down in there. There, that should work, right? Put a door right there. Man, I'm going through wood fast. Doesn't help that I'm making a lot of things like fences and stairs and all sorts of stuff that's using a lot of wood really, really quickly, but I don't really have a choice because of what I'm attempting to build. And since I don't have a lot of leeway right now with the materials at my disposal, and I do want to make the interior of this wooden rather than stone. I don't think I like that being so tall. Put 2 more there, and I'll put a window here. There, that actually looks halfway decent, I think. I could be completely bonkers, and it looks like crap, but I don't know. That's for you guys to decide, I suppose, if you just want to let me know if you like it, or if you specifically don't, or whatever. There's that. I don't actually have to do anything with the room as yet, so I'm going to leave it alone for now. So, big meeting room, and I said I was going to build the treasury down here. So I'm trying to think of how I need to start it. I think if I drop it by 1 layer so that this is a sort of a landing. Oh, I do have stairs left over. Then I can dig this way with it. And that way I won't have to worry about it being in the way for those stairs. Man, there's a lot of monsters outside. Strikes me that I should take out some of these and replace all that with cobblestone so that it looks decent. Oh hey, there's string out there. The spider must have fallen. Kinda like that one just apparently did. I wonder if I can hit them. Oh, didn't even think about that. He was going to be able to get through. Well, that's cool, though. 2 more string, because I haven't had a heck of a lot of it yet. And that seals that back up. Okay, I'm going to leave those zombies alone for the moment. Let them kill themselves with the sunlight. Okay, I think that clears out all that you'll be able to see from the side of the stairs. That works, right? It at least looks halfway decent. I think I'll do like 1 more step down, that way I'm not immediately below the floor. And I used up all my stairs again. This is starting to look pretty decent. I think so. Shouldn't need more than a couple more stairs, so hopefully that'll be enough. And the basement I'm actually going to build out of cobblestone. Whoops. And I am not doing good today. I'm screwing up all sorts of stuff. Okay, well, I guess I will stop it here for now, make this a hopefully shorter episode. I don't know how long I've been recording since it was about 11 minutes before I stopped to go do the... There we go. Before I stopped to do the... Ah, crap. Couldn't back up, I was stuck on those stairs. It was about 11 minutes before I stopped to go do the extra logging. Come on, creeper, die! No! There we go. So I will stop it here and pick it up next time, finishing up this treasury, and then hopefully we'll move on to the next stage. I'll be in the Iron stage or Iron era at that point. Iron Age. I don't think we technically had an Iron Age. I think it went from stone to bronze or something. I don't know. But in any case, okay. So enough of my historical babbling. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks a lot.